Okay, state your name.
Jenny Hooper, and I'm from Elko, Nevada, and I came here to train with, my business is named Baby on the Way, and I came here to train with Jenny Cron, and it's been amazing. I wouldn't change a thing about my experience of training and learning ultrasound and the whole business. She answered every question I had before I even had questions, and if I did actually have to state a question, she had just already sent it to my email. The videos are so informative. I know I can go back and it'll help me with any issues or problems I have. She's helped me with the notes as well, so I feel really confident, and I'm very excited. She's a great role model for this business and industry. She has so much, so vibrant. The clients love her. I don't know if there's anyone that's seen her just once, because once they've seen her, they want to come back, and that really carries through. She's informative and educates the clients on so many things. So they really invite her back into their homes, and I think she becomes a friend of the whole family as well as their dogs.
Yes, love the dogs. Love the dogs.
She loves the dogs and the other children, and it's just been a great experience, a life-changing experience. And I'm very excited to go and start my own business, and I feel like Jenny really gave me the tools to do that, and I'm really anxious to get started, and I hope I can carry her enthusiasm and just the way she carries on with her patients.
You are gonna do great, because you have the exact right personality for this. When we were training and scanning together, I could see like you were celebrating their pregnancy right along with them, and that's so important, because when a lot of people are going into their doctor's office, the sonographers are very rigid and can't really rejoice with them. So being able to be in there, and I noticed when you were scanning, you're like, look at your beautiful baby, and it's nice that you are just like thrilled for them. It definitely comes through. You have the right personality for it. You are going to do great. Now, tell me a little bit about when you first got here, what you were expecting in your mind versus now here we are 5-6 days later for what actually happened. Like, what did you expect versus what actually happened for our training?
The days leading up to the training, like the night or two before, all of a sudden it hit me that this is gonna be a lot to learn. And
yes.
And I was, had not anxiety, but the gravity of it kind of hit me the day or two before. And then I got here and I really realized she was going to hold my hand through this. And from the first day, from the morning to the night, I mean, the amount of knowledge I gained was amazing. And so it was very informative and really made me feel like it's something that I could
do it.
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel confident going forward that you're going to be able to set up your machine, you know how to find the baby and scan and look from different angles? Are you feeling like, okay, I can do this?
Yes, I feel like the machine, I'm sure, as with all technology now, there's always things that you don't need or you don't use, but I feel like everything that I need, it's very self, the labeling is good on the machine, and Jenny's very good at showing you what you need on here, as well as in the notes and pictures that she sent me and marked. And so I feel really confident about the machine. I feel really well trained, down to just helping me pack it for my plane trip. She helped just help wrap everything up and show me how to take the battery out and everything, which are little details I think most people would overlook. So I'm really thrilled that she's so thorough.
I want you to feel comfortable. I want you to feel in charge of your machine, not like your machine is in charge of you, So I do want to take the time to explain all that and the importance of, careful with this piece, or this piece goes here and you have to click it in like this. I learned all of that through trial and error, so I don't want anybody else to go through trial and error. And I do like that you say that when I first got here, that I held your hand through everything and you realized that it wasn't like I was just going to tell you something and set you free.
No.
I want you to really, really be, good at what you're doing. And I want you to have that confidence level that, okay, I know I can do this. I feel like when you go to school, you're fighting to stay with your head above water in school. And I don't want this to feel like school for people. I want this to feel like hands-on. I want you to be successful. When you're successful, it reflects back on me that I trained you well.
Right.
So I'm glad that you feel good about all of that.
Yeah, I really do. And yes, it's I have a bachelor's in science also, and I feel like the school, is a real slowed down version of what we did. I feel like we really accomplished a ton every day. So I wouldn't do it any other way. I wouldn't do it with any other person.
Thank you. All right. So you just mentioned that, school is a slowed down version of what we just did. Talk about our days together. How long were our days?
Our days, they were probably at least 12 hours, and they didn't feel like 12 hours.
We did stop to eat at least, right?
Yes, we did eat, and we did get some sleep, and I was just ready to tackle the next day. There was no dread or fear. It was just anticipation. And when she had someone we were going to go scan, I was excited to go meet the next client and see what we could see and find out for the patient. And so it was exciting every day. I told my friend I felt like Ghostbusters throwing on our packs and heading out the door, and you really feel like she is enthusiastic about all of that, and she teaches you how to put your machine in the car, how to take it out of the car, how to treat it like your baby that you don't leave behind. And so through all of that, it was great to spend the whole day with her, knowing how to navigate all of that, and it feels really natural.
Good.
Now.
Good. I'm glad to hear it. So when I started, the very first night that I scooped you up from the airport, the day one we started with basic anatomy and what we're looking at on the ultrasound machine. And then day two was introduction to, scanning and techniques, where you scanned me, not being pregnant, but just to understand really how to maneuver your transducer. And then, day three, you're doing the 2D ultrasounds. By day four, you're doing the 3D and the 4D ultrasounds. So I tried to put it into a progression that made sense, so we weren't just jumping right into step 5 when we hadn't accomplished step 2 yet. So I wanted to lay it out in a fashion that it all made sense. And then of course we went through and did all of the how to convert your videos, how to send them to your clients, which can be a little challenging also, because that's not ultrasound related, but that's like business tech savvy related. Also, we were able to scan a wide variety of gestational ages. So talk a little bit about how old the babies were that you were scanning, and which ones were your favorite?
Oh, so many favorites, but we started, I guess the youngest age we did was 6 weeks. She really helped me identify the uterus and the baby at such a very early stage, and we did 8 weeks. We did several, mid-range in the 20 to 30 week range, and then we did a couple all the way at the end. that were, you know, days away from delivering. So I really saw the difference, and you know, in, you know, the difference of the difficulty on the 6-8 weeks, just finding what you're looking for and making that visible to the client. And I got to see the different ways she could navigate the system to help the client, because that's what they really want to see. And so she showed me how to optimize the machine to do that. I also saw the difficulty, you know, with the active babies moving all around. She helped me through that and taught me patience with that. And then the later terms, the difficulty with, you know, them being right up close to running out of room and not having very good visibility with the faces and the patients and the tools on the machine to help you guide you through that.
Yes.
So people were really amazed. Some people had ultrasounds last week at the doctor's or even different places, and they couldn't, you know, see the face, which is discouraging to them, and they were just thrilled to be able to see the babies' faces. So
yeah, that was so fun.
Yeah, it really was. And great clients. It's just so fun to see the diversity of people and their excitement and their, you know, what family members they have present. People love it.
Good. They'll love it in Nevada too. It's going to be great.
It's gonna
Well,
be fun.
thank you so much for, you know, trusting me to help you get your business started. You were a trooper this week. We worked to the bone, 10, 12-hour days
fun.
every day.
Like I said, I felt like we were Ghostbusters.
Yes.
She would get
You
that
did really good.
scheduled. We got a scan and we would throw our bags on and we were out the door. So it was a great experience, very exciting and rewarding.
I love it. All right, let's take a little picture together. Here, come back down here. Thank you so much.
Thanks so much. Yes, that was